Hey guys, what's going on and welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at Mezco's Man of Steel Superman. Of course, this is a 6-inch figure, unlike McFarlane, so I'm really looking forward to getting this guy out of the box. I've always really wanted a DC display at 6-inch, where they can scale with my Legends if I were to ever want to put them together. And I figured out I have to do that through import figures and Mezcos, so I don't know. Let's get this guy out of the box, see what he's like, but before we do that, let's actually take a look at this. Because this is a really cool, thought-out tin. You can even hear it right there. You got, of course, the Superman picture on the front, Superman logo on the side, another image of the Man of Steel on the side, Superman logo, and another amazing image. Then the bottom, which I haven't actually looked at yet, another picture of Superman. You get all your warnings, all this kind of stuff. But do we really care about that? No, I don't think so. So let's get this guy out of the packaging. And here is our Superman out of the packaging. And yes, this is what he comes with straight out of the box. Let me just pull his sleeve down a little bit more there. Oh boy, oh man, I love this figure. So if you're on the fence about Mezco, Superman will work with their cloth costumes. Because to me, that's always what I've pictured Superman as. Not the alien over-designed suit of the Man of Steel, which if you like it, that's fine. I don't... To me, over-designed suits aren't a big deal, but for Superman, I feel it is. But this, just the classic cloth, more Christopher Reeve style suit. I love to see it. This has been a figure that I really didn't expect to love as much as I do. But now that I have him in hand, he's great. You got the cape with the same... I don't remember the name for the logo. The symbol of hope is normally what I call it, so I'm going to stick with that. It's got a little bit of bendy wire to it, so you can kind of pose it up in a flying stance or something. He does have a lot of accessories, though, so... I don't know. I think I'll look at articulation first, and then we can just go over it with everything else if there's any changes. So, starting at the head. It can do the full 360 turn, of course. He looks up about that high. Looks down quite a ways. He does have some nice tilt back and forth. Let me see if I can move my light so my arm doesn't block it and have Superman stay standing. I think that would work really, really well. There we go. Alright, so... And this is really what made me like the figure more, was that he has such good articulation for being a cloth fig, having a cloth suit and stuff. You do kind of have to move it a little bit when you're playing with him, but not a whole lot. Arms go up and just over a T-pose. He does have a bicep swivel, but it doesn't go all the way around, of course. But, I didn't think he'd have it. Kind of figured they'd just go single joint, but no. They even got the double jointed elbows in there to accommodate it. And, it's good range of motion. It's nothing you wouldn't get out of a normal human. Come on. You do have to be kind of careful about it because you can't see where the joints are on the figure. I guess you kind of can right there. But normally you really just can't. So you got to be careful about that. If you roll his sleeve up there a little bit, you can see his wrist joint. Now, these joints aren't normally my favorite, but I do think they work really well here when you're constantly swapping them out. So that way, you can kind of have it like that. But normally, I will just leave it in the classic action figure, moving up and down. But yes, you can put it about however you want, even going like this. So let's pull that sleeve back down. He does have a little bit of ab movement right in here. You can see And it is split into two, so there's a cut right here and then one under the belt that allows this movement, which is really nice, really cool. His leg will kick up that far. And he does have a slight thigh cut there that you can see. But, you know, again, you're not going to get a... If I can speak properly, you're not going to get a super... I was trying to throw super in, but you're not going to get a large range of motion out of it. He does have some double jointed knees, which are looking nice. And his boot, his foot, not his boot, does move down a little bit. Doesn't really move up. And he does have some slight pivoting at the ankle. So yes, this figure has its flaws, like any cloth goods do. Screwing around with his arm a little too much, I feel. But to me, it makes up for it in about every way possible. Before I go on, where did I set the stand? He does come with a flight stand. Now, when you get it out of the box, it's going to have this little thing here inserted into the hole. All you gotta do is just pop that out. It's a little peg for his foot, but he stands well enough. You're normally not gonna need it. Just gotta pop that out by pushing at the bottom. Plug in your flight stand. And there you go. Since my camera's so low, I have to really... I'm gonna have to kind of work at getting him into a nice pose for flying that still can be seen on camera. Actually, I haven't used the flight stand yet just because I've been having so much fun posing him on the ground. But yeah, there you go. It even, well, I pulled him on him a little bit there, but yeah, it pretty well holds him even when he's just on the ground. Yeah, so you can get him that low and for like just a little bit of counterweight and he'll hold. I don't know how much that requires, though. So there's issue number one that I kind of have with the figures. His head pops off super, super easy. Like, a bit easier than I would like it. So, with all that out of the way, let's start looking at his accessories, starting with the hands. So we're just going to roll down the sleeves a little bit on his suit here. Pop his fisted hands off. And the reason I would recommend rolling his suit down is because it will try and pull with it if you're grabbing it right there. Or it can get kind of pinched in the hand. So just be cautious of it. Don't be scared, just be cautious. He does come with some nice gripping hands here, you know. They work. Where'd it go? Came with something to hold, and I seem to have not paid attention when I set it off to the side. Oh, here it is. So I don't know what this is, unless this is supposed to be like the Phantom Zone gun from the books. You guys are going to have to help me out on some of this here. So yeah, there you go. You can have him holding that. Looks nice. I do like the design and detail on this. And we'll show it off when I actually go over those kinds of accessories. But yeah, moving on with the hands. We also got, let's see, these are the relaxed hands. You know, just kind of a hi, how are you look. You know, if you just want him standing there, a bit more of a neutral pose, don't want the fisted hands on, they work really well for that. This one is a bit more of a grab, but, you know, it's a loose hold kind of thing. He also comes with... Forgot to roll the sleeve up. Kind of yanked on it. Alright, so let me move all the stuff I've already talked about. Some gripping hands. So, you know, this way you can just have him grab onto something. Here, I got my Valaverse gun. He can just be holding it. If you want him to look like he's smashing it over his knee, you can definitely get that look with it, which is nice. It's very cool. Then finally, in terms of hands, let's pop those off. He's got... Dang, I was just trying to rest him. So I'm not even going to pop him on because I got to put the fists on to show most of the accessories. He's got these. They're just nice little flying hands. I'm not actually sure what they're made of. Like, it's not normal plastic. These are pretty soft plastics. Like, on his gripping hands here, you can move the fingers around a little bit and stuff. I'm not going to stress it too much. I'll let you guys do that with your own Superman. I'm trying to keep mine in nice condition. So, just gotta pop that fist back on. You know what? And this Superman also comes with plenty of heads. So you can, of course, see the one I have on him. Very nice, sleek look for his smiling face. We also have more of the square-jawed one. It's overall the same expression, but I do like this one a bit better. You know, it's just whatever you prefer. We also have this more angry-looking face, you know, just like he's giving a stern talking to. Let's see. I should have organized these a little bit in terms of like how I was doing it, but where's the fun in that when recording? We also get this nice face, you know. He's just been hit with kryptonite or something. He's really mad. Ah! It's not good. Crap. Just had my elbow resting on some more accessories. Something I didn't really want. So, you've also got this like yelling face or surprised face, whatever you want to call it. It's a nice look. And then we get this one. So he does come with some nice laser beam effects. So all you gotta do, there's two of them. I'm just gonna use this one for show. There is a right side and a wrong side because it'll have a little bump for his nose on the bottom. And there you go. You just have a nice Superman shooting lasers out of his head. And if you want to look like it's colliding with something, they also do give you this little piece on the front. Or if you want to look more powerful, I guess would be the other thing it would work for. Now, there is also a more powerful beam, which I think fits this angry face a lot better. You know, this really just is he's tired. He doesn't want to fight anymore. He's just going to take you out right then and there. And then finally, he does have one more head that I'm going to show off at the end of the video because it's going to require more work out of me to like get it set up and stuff. So setting him off to the side, he does come with this nice kryptonite containment system. You got your white, blue, yellow, red, and green. The only ones I know to actually exist in the books are green and red. I don't know what blue, white, or yellow does. So if you want to tell me, comment down below. I do wish instead of white they would have given us some pink though, because why not? It's a fun Superman joke. And pulling the figure back, he does come with this cool little Starro headpiece. So all you gotta do is just slide it on top of his face. And boom. Look at that. Alright, let's just pull it back off. Because the Starro is very detailed. It's got a little room for his nose and stuff in there. But the texturing on it is so nice. Very happy with it. Now, this next one, I have no idea what it is. Someone please tell me. What is this? I saw like the promo pictures and stuff had it like wrapped around him or whatever, but I don't know what it is. I've never seen this. Never seen a picture or whatever it is before. So if you know, comment because I would love to find out. Let's see, what do we have left here? We have some punching effects that I have not put on him yet, so I'm going to play around a little bit with them. And we're going to find out how they fit together. Okay, so that looks like it goes to this hand here. Like so. Boom. So if you want him just punching away at something, this is the look you're going to want. Alright, we're going to have to set Superman back down so I can slide the other one. They have these little cuts that I don't know why, but it's hard for me to find them. Here. I think I moved my camera a little bit, because it probably means I've been aiming off on all this, because I have to look over my camera when I'm doing this so I can line it up properly instead of using my camera to do all that. And it's still just as hard. But yeah, there you go. You got some nice little punching hands. Fastest fists. Oh no. So yeah, when you want to take them off, just pull them apart. It's much easier than just trying to pull them off. Alright. And then the final effect piece that I haven't shown yet. And I think we want him in a very neutral pose for this. I want him just sitting here standing, looking awesome, looking like a badass. Because he has a magnetic chest. Can I put one in the... Yeah, like that. Damn it. I will say they can be prone to falling off. So you do kind of have to watch for that. He has 3 of them. If it seems like you have 2, when I thought that too when I was pulling out of the packaging and I moved the plastic that he comes in this little white plastic wrap on the top. Just kind of move that. You'll see where it might be sitting. But yeah, there you go. You get the nice bullet bouncing effect off of him. It's a cool look. Cool accessory piece and probably one of my favorites that he comes with. And then when you're done, they'll all stick together so you never have to worry about losing them. But now for the final headpiece, and I'm going to have to move some lighting around so I can really show it off and stuff. So give me about 2 seconds. Alright, so we're aimed at the floor because this head, oh my, it's a light up. So what you want to do is just pull this out of the bottom. I haven't put these in yet, so this is going to be an experience for both of us. It did have instructions, but why would I follow them? You probably should, though. I don't know. You just spent $125 on a figure. Shit. My lamp is right where my arm needs to go for doing this. So we're just going to drop those on the table. I have no idea what kind of batteries these are, so don't take anything I say for word on them. Don't take my word for anything I say here, because I don't know what I'm talking about these days. Now, I don't know what kind of batteries they are. I don't think it says in the instruction book. I didn't really look, though. So, tell me I'm wrong, please. I want to know what they are so I can replace them eventually. And then it comes with this little piece that I hadn't opened yet. So, this is made for, like, doing the switching and stuff. So, what you're going to want to do here, and this is my brightness on my phone went down, so I can't see what it looks like very well. Alright. So I think you want them put in like so. Is that gonna fit? Just get this little thing in here. Push it in like that. Alright. So I think what you want, if I can get a hold of this other one, is for this side here to be facing down when you put it in. So just take a hold of your little Superman headpiece here. And you're just going to want to slide that boy in a little bit, just so it holds. And then I would recommend grabbing this and kind of using it to nudge it in all the way. Because, like, you know, you don't want to damage... You don't want to damage this little piece right here that it sits on. And I realized I just pulled a little too high up because I was trying to make sure it was all in. Alright, so when you pop it back into the head, all you gotta do is just kind of, I would say just kind of rest it in there. Like, don't push it too far. I think I got it about right. So what this is actually used for is pushing this little switch. So, in order to see how well this lights up, oh my gosh. The rest of this room is dark. That's this one little spot I have here. So, you know what? I'm going to get this set up, and then we're going to pull the camera up, and I'll show you what he looks like. Alright, just to give you an idea, I'm going to slowly raise the camera up till I can find where Superman is at. There you go. I want you to understand, this room is completely pitch black. It doesn't have the same shine in real life, but I went across the room and you can just see the eyes lighting up. And in person, you can kind of see them. You can kind of make out his nose and stuff as well. Yeah, you can't there. So let me flick that camera back on, or the light, and it still shows up really, really well. So let me just kind of illuminate the room with it instead. There you go. Of course, it is a lot brighter on camera, but my God. Alright, you know what? This head alone makes him the best Superman figure ever. He probably makes it one of my best figures I've ever owned. And yes, you can see the last Ronin standing in the background. I just got him in. I don't have a spot for him yet on my turtle shelf. Shut up, I didn't think I'd have to show this off. Yeah, so you can see how well it lights up. It's a little worse on camera, I will admit. And then you just gotta gently shimmy the head out like so. And I will remove batteries when I'm done. And I want to remind you, if you're into toy collecting and you got figures and toys with batteries in them, number one, shut them off when they're not in use. And number two, pull the batteries out. Otherwise, they will corrode and ruin your toy. And if you got a Superman like this and he's $125, you don't want to ruin a toy like that. Don't risk it. But moving on, in terms of height and scale, let me move my camera down a little bit. Need to find, there it is. So, I normally set my tape measure by my feet, and I didn't today, so let's get his head looking straight on. No real tilt to it, and he comes in at 6 1/4 inches. I'll let you guys decide what that is. So comparing him to other DC figures, starting off we have, I think this was DC Universe Flash, who is a little shorter, but I think that's what it should be. At least in my opinion. And also, I'm going to get the Amazing Yamaguchi because when I was moving, his ears here broke off and his treadmill snapped, which, yeah, gives me excuse to go buy the Reveltech one, which is cool. And here he is next to the Mafex Nightwing, and yeah, it's awesome. You do love to see when figures from different lines can scale well together, and this proves to me, if they do Damian at his correct height of not being taller than either of these guys or as tall, I'm going to get Damian now. Because I love the Superman. I want that. And they have just revealed, I think like 2 days ago as of recording this, they're doing a Nightwing for Mezco, which I probably won't get, seeing as Mafex here got my ideal Nightwing suit. They pretty well perfected it on their first try. But, you know, if you'd prefer Mezco, go for them. Wait out the next 9 years of your life if you want. Get Mafex, though. And also, go watch my review on the Mafex Nightwing. You know why? Because no one watched it. If you're seeing this and you haven't seen it, go watch it, please. Please, I actually put some time and effort into getting that one around. I put time and effort into this one, too, and a few of my other videos, but some I don't. And those ones always seem to get the best views, which makes me kind of mad. I'm not here to whine. I'm here to talk about toys. And Iron Man scales pretty well with Superman. To me, I feel Soup should be just a slight bit taller, but I get it. Mezco isn't making them to scale with, you know, Marvel Legends or Mafex or any of the others. They're made to scale with Mezco figures, which, to my knowledge, he does. I don't own any other Mezcos, though. So, with all that out of the way, let me not waste any more of your time. Thank you for watching. Please comment down below whether you think this figure is worth getting or not, Or, heck, comment your favorite Mezco, because I'm looking to get further into the line, especially if it's a DC figure. And please remember to subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye.